Hey, how are you? Welcome back. This is Monica with Connected Whispers by Monica, compassionate and intuitive life coaching. I want to first welcome all of you back, in addition to welcoming the new viewers that I've seen join my page recently, and I thank you so much. I also thank you for sending me your wonderful messages of appreciation and for letting me know how much last week's reading resonated with you. Today's reading is going to be a little bit interesting simply because of the fact that I've already done this reading. However, because I ran out of video or space on my video, it ended too short. So instead of doing two videos and splicing them together, what I did is that I just kept the cards that I pulled previously, so that because it was a dynamic reading, and I think that everybody will benefit from this, or at least some people. And please, by all means, share my videos with your friends out there who you feel might be able to resonate with this message as well. Remember that you could always contact me through Facebook, through my fan page, through Gmail at connectivewhispers@gmail.com, or Connective Whispers by Monica, compassionate and intuitive life coaching on Facebook for any readings. Remember that I'm available for one-to-one group readings, in addition to phone, FaceTime, and Skype readings, okay? So now, this reading is really incredible because of the fact that it talks about, it kind of ties into what happened last week. Because remember, last week during the full moon, the job was to be able to do clearings, to basically clear yourself of the old energy that's no longer serving you, to allow new energy in. And so when I started to do the reading and I was going through these cards, I was saying, wow, this really resonates with last week. So I really hope that this will help you as much as it did last week. And so the first card that came through was the Unity card, okay? And of course, I'm using the Archangel Michael, the Doreen Virtue Angel Tarot cards. And it talks about, this is the Archangel Sandalphon card, and it talks about those of you who are taking a spiritual path. Now, it's really important that when we embark on this path, whatever it be that you're doing, and I like to say that this is for, us light workers, but I think it's for everybody in general, that now that you have set your intention and said, I want to do this, A, B, or C, whatever it is, that sometimes we start out on that path not knowing what to do. And it's more important to be able to align yourself with people who have done it before, been there and done it. When you want success, when you want to be good at what you do, the best thing to do is not only study, but also study those who have done it before you, who have been successful before you, because guess what? They have gone through their trials and their errors, and now they're at the peak of perfection. So what better way of learning what it is that you're intending to do by learning it from the masters, the teachers, those people who are going to bring you to where you want to be in your stage, at that stage in your life. And more than anything else, for those of you who want to be mechanics, for those of you who want to be chefs, those of you who want to be teachers, those of you who want to be whatever it is that you want to be in life, you can't get there by yourself. You need to allow people into your life. Allowing is very key. This is one of the things that I've been hearing since yesterday, is allowing, letting people in, letting those people in who are going to be able to guide you. Because remember, these are the things that you ask for, and Spirit is delivering them to you, okay? God is saying, here you go, okay? So be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. And this is a situation now where these people that you need to get you to where you want to go are now coming to you. And then for Wednesday, Thursday, we're talking about the 10 of fire. Okay, so in the middle of the week, it's going to get a little hot for you. It's going to get a little stressful for you. It's going to get, but it's okay. Stay strong. And the reason why I tell you to stay strong is because this too shall pass. And the most important thing is that when you start feeling a little stressed out, reach out to people. Reach out to people and say, hey, there's just too much going on right now. Can you help me? Or know when it's enough. Know when it's enough and say, okay, you know what? I need to back away from this situation. I need to leave the situation alone and change my direction. Because what happens is that the more you pile things on something, and if it doesn't have a strong foundation because it's been weakened by previous things, it's going to break. Okay, so no one can tell you when you've had enough, but you. Okay, and then the problem is this: if you are not consciously realizing in the forefront that that things are taking a toll on you, guess what's going to happen? Your body's going to start showing you signs and symptoms that are saying, okay, you know what? You need to stop or you're going to break down. Okay, so it's important that you listen to your body, listen to your gut. Now your gut, your solar plexus, this is the area that is your truth detector, your lie detector. When things don't feel right, that is the first place that is going to start going off like an alarm. Bah, bah, bah. So when you're having stomach discomfort, when you're feeling queasy, when you're feeling dizzy or nauseous, know that that is your spirit, your spiritual center speaking to you. It is your solar plexus. It is your area of truth that is setting off the alarms, letting you know that things are not vibing well or they're no longer working for you, and it's time to make a change. And then, wow, again, this card is a really powerful card, and it just ties into everything. This is called the Awakening card, okay, and this is the Archangel Gabriel card, and it is calling you to look at things from a different perspective. It's telling you to step back when things are getting crazy and out of control. It's time to step back and look at the situation. Look before you leap. Thank you. Look before you leap. Remember that sometimes we act in haste. Sometimes we just can't, and then all of a sudden we do something and then we feel like, oh my God, why did I do that for? So it's important to take that step to be able to look back and check out the panorama, see what are the components that are taking place, that are making this recipe of craziness, and see what you can do to add to be able to neutralize, is a good word, thank you, to neutralize whatever it is that's going on, so that it could become more manageable. It can get you to the next step until something better comes along, okay? And it also talks about things seeming that they're not moving right now the way you want them to, and that's okay, because realize when we want something so badly, we're sitting there saying, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, and it's just like watching water boil. Okay, when you're looking at that water waiting for it to boil, what happens? It doesn't boil, right? It just sits there. It just takes forever for that water to start bubbling, right? Same situation in life. If you sit there and wait for the water to boil, it's just going to take a long time. So what you do is, until the time comes for that situation to finally present itself to you, is that you keep yourself busy. You keep yourself doing things that are going to help you towards your mission, because maybe that's what happens. Maybe until you receive that aha moment that Spirit is giving you, maybe that it's you have to do one more thing or two more things or even three more things to help you get to that desired area, to get you to that place that you need to be. Because some people get intentions wrong, okay? Now, I'm not going to say that sometimes we just ask for it to be there and it comes. It does happen. It's happened to me before. But there are some times where I've had to wait watching that water boil, and it makes me crazy. And so what we have to do is that we have to realize that even though we set an intention, it doesn't mean that it's going to get us there really quick. What happens is that there are steps, things that you have to do, like, you know, the way that they say in church. I had a friend who was very religious, very spiritual, and she used to say to me, Monica, you just have to walk the walk. You just have to walk the walk. And walk the walk means taking the steps, taking classes, talking to financial counselors, talking to regular psychologists, spiritual counselors. You're talking to talking to whoever it is that you need to talk to. I just know that most of the areas are talking about love, money, and career, or or spirituality more than anything else, first and foremost. So people have to seek specialists in that area to help them through these situations. So I'm just sitting here and I'm looking at the video and I'm looking at the house behind me, which it's really interesting, because when I'm talking about manifesting, the first thing I did was to buy something that reminded me of the home that I wanted. And as you can see, there's a little business card on top, and that's because I wanted a home where I could have an office independent of my home to be able to do my consultations, and that's exactly what I got. But it didn't show up the next day after I made the intention. I actually had to do things necessary in order to get there, to the ultimate goal. So that's what I'm saying to you. In this situation here, once you've been awakened, once you have made your intention and you're starting on your journey, whatever that journey may be, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open to new experiences, new friends, new opportunities, new places to go to that just might shift the energy for you, get you going to where you need to go, to maybe unblock some of those fears that you have. I remember I never drove on long distances by myself, and I was afraid to do that. And there was a concert that I wanted to see so badly of this artist that I've known for so many years, and I love his music, and I always talk about him. His name is Marc Antoine, and he was playing on the other coast of Florida one year, and I have to tell you, my stomach was in knots because I had to drive like 4 hours by myself going to this concert. But I knew I needed to go. I knew that I needed to see him in person because his music just resonates with me. And believe it or not, it was more than just seeing Marc Antoine. It was about taking that ride, which was so beautiful, across the state of Florida. And I have to tell you that going there and spending a night away by myself, enjoying the wonderful music that I love, being in wonderful scenery, and coming back did make a lot of changes in my life for me. It took me out of my safe little comfort zone that I've always been in and helped me to expand and explore. And because of that, I'm ever so grateful, because it was a situation where Spirit knew exactly what needed to be done to get me to do what I needed to do. And in this case, he used this artist, because of the music that I love, to get me to where I needed to go. And so I hope that you find your artist. I hope that you find your inspiration to get you moving in the right direction. And so now, as promised, that one lucky person that I was going to give a reading to, which I already told you, I will contact you to let you know that you've been chosen. But right now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose the right card for you. That wasn't it. Okay. Okay. Wow. The card is the Ego card. And this is Archangel Jophiel. Now, it's really important that we realize that sometimes we become the wardens of our own prisons. And as a result, it stops us from doing what we need to do. So it's really important that we realize that we have to be more gentler to ourselves. And I'm talking to you, and you're going to realize that this makes a lot of sense to you, because in addition to choosing you, you came to my mind this morning. So I really think that this message is meant for you, because there's a lot of change going on in your life right now, and a lot of that the change that's going on in your life right now is because fear has gotten the best of you. Fear has gotten the best of you to the point where it's made you frozen, where you're standing in the middle of this island by yourself. So you have to start expanding your horizons and open your eyes and allow love to come in. This is a love reading, obviously, and it's saying to allow love to come in. So some of the things that, again, when we develop these defense mechanisms to be able to protect ourselves from previous situations, what happens is that we cannot see what's in front of us. We do not see because we're still lingering in the past. We're still holding on to what we think is that comfortable situation that now is no longer serving us and has let us go, but we keep on trying to keep it going, and we keep on pulling the plug back in after the plug has been pulled out. That's exactly what I'm seeing for you. So the most important thing is now to open up and realize that, you know, pride is a very powerful thing, and pride could serve you well, but it can also destroy you if you're not using it correctly. Therefore, you have to, you know, put your ego in check. Put your ego in check, because otherwise it's going to check you and life is going to pass you by. Wow, that was very strong. They just showed me like a car zoom zipping by. So what they're telling me is that you really need to soften up a little bit, to allow yourself to be okay with what's going on, and to listen, proceed with caution. Okay, proceed with caution, but take those little steps, take those baby steps to work yourself back into getting towards happiness, because you've been under this cloud for so long, and you seem like you're not seeing a rainbow, but I see a rainbow for you, and I see happiness for you. So do me a favor and let love in. You know, whether it's love of a new partner, love of family members that you recently lost connection with and want to come back into your life. Yeah, be weary, but guess what? Right now, we need love we need as much love as we can receive, because this world is just crazy. So whoever wants to give us love, then let us allow ourselves to receive it, because that's just like when you plug in your charger, right? And for your phone, and you see that little battery appear, and you see when that battery is low, and as you're charging that battery, the green gets higher and higher. Well, that's what's happening right now, is that your battery is very low. And so right now, by plugging that battery in, being plugged back into society, plugging yourself back into society, you're going to allow that green bar to raise higher and higher. So in closing, and as a matter of fact, I just love the way these things work. This book here, this book is called You Can Heal Your Life, and it's by the wonderful Louise Hay. Now, for those of you that know, Louise Hay is the creator of Hay House. She has written several books, and she is a mighty warrior. She's been someone who's been through so many things in her life, and she turned those into gold, obviously, but she really came from a lot in her life, and she's really enjoying this stage of her life. And I think that for many of you that are out there who have been through things, this is a great book to start you on your journey to healing. And as a matter of fact, I did happen to see that there's a movie on YouTube based on this book, which I saw it, and I just contacted friends of mine and said, oh my God, you gotta watch this, this is incredible. And one of the things that she talks about is affirmations. And affirmations are really important, because basically affirmations are you programming your mind for the things that you need and you want in your life. And so in closing, I wanted to leave you with these affirmations. And these are affirmations that I made up myself, because I just, this one I just made up this morning. So I feel that it's really important to those of you. Before I even started the reading, I just started writing, and this is what came to me. So I have to thank God, and I have to thank the angels for inspiring me to write this. And this other one, which I'm actually going to incorporate this into my sessions with you when you come to see me or we speak on the phone. I want you to take this with you, and I want you to say it every day, and that's called my Declaration of Freedom. But this one here is, it says, I am open to all of the wonderful things that the universe offers. I keep my ears and my eyes open to keep my ears and my eyes open all of the time to allow the gentle guidance of God and the angels, knowing that at all times they will steer me in the right direction. In Jesus' name I pray. And the reason why I say in Jesus' name I pray is because I feel like that's the stamp. That's the so mote it be. That is, it is done for me. And then my Declaration of Freedom, which is your Declaration of Freedom, I hope. And it says, I am strong enough to recover and learn from any situation that can at first bring me heartache, confusion, or sadness. I will take any of these situations and make them work for me to my utmost advantage. In Jesus' name I pray. So I hope that all of this helps you. This reading was a little bit longer than usual, but I feel like I had a lot to say, and I'm so glad that you were here to see this and you joined me today. And I really hope that it helps you. For any questions or any suggestions, of course, you know how to reach me. Contact me through my connectivewhispers@gmail.com, or you can contact me on my fan page. Once again, I thank you so much. I wish you an incredible week, and I hope to see you again, whether it be through a reading or through YouTube. And God's grace and love unto you. Take care.